what would you say are your let's start with the top 3 KPIs.
So obviously this is coming from a commercial person, so I'm doing my perspective here. For me, bet amount is probably the top one, because it is a representation of everything else. So to me, that is like the one thing I go for. However, equally, or like very, very important as well, especially I guess from the product side, I would say, would be player numbers, and even more important, returning players, because it's not enough to just hit a player, but you want him to come back. How many spins a player does on a game? Again, like you want the player to enjoy the game and keep enjoying it. I think the returning players and the number of spins per game, per session, I think those two are really important. Tell you a lot about the game and how good it is.
So we'll take bet amount, which is your main KPI. Can you walk us backwards, like through the processes? How do you measure success?
Yeah, so I guess there's two sides to it. So one is setting goals. So again, coming at it from a commercial perspective, like looking at past performance or looking at benchmarks in the industry, and just from experience, or just there's a lot of information out there, thankfully, in our industry. We have a lot of data. And then setting targets, I usually set 3 sets: the low, medium, and high. And I think that's a good thing, because there are always unknowns. So the target bet amount we want to reach per game, per month, per operator, etc., etc. Then I think very important, having the right data in place and the right BI systems to be able to very easily measure where the bet amount is coming from. So I need to know every morning I receive an email with, okay, this was the bet amount yesterday. Is it coming from, where is it coming from? Which games, which operators? Is it new games or old games? Do we have many promos going on? So just trying to find out why, diving really deep into why the number, what it is, whether it's good or bad, we need to understand why. And then, having, I guess, the tools and the team in place to take actions to make it bigger in our case, because that's what we want to do. Yeah, so to me, it's set targets. That is that process is really important, because if you have unrealistic targets, then you can just demotivate people. On the other hand, your investors don't want low targets, so that's a science in itself, I think. And then really just constantly just staying on top of the numbers, understanding them as well as possible, and reacting in time.